Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about the what is an array and what is the need of array and what is the difference between array and variable. So C language provides the capability that enables the user to design set of similar data types. It means C language allows the programmer to group the similar elements under the single name. So if you want to store list of salaries, list of employee names and a list of department names, so list of temperatures, day-to-day temperatures, so in such case we are using arrays. So generally array is a derived data type. So derived data type means arrays are implemented by using built-in data types. For example, if you want to store list of integers, then the integer array will be created by using int data type. So if you want to store prices of a product, so then the float type of array will be declared by using float data types. So like this manner we can derive or we can create the arrays from the built-in data types. So let us observe the definition of an array. So generally an array is nothing but it is a derived data type. So here three definitions are there regarding arrays. So first definition is so an array is a collection of data. So collection of data means so for example if you are taking this one, so it contains, this array contains 10, 20, 30, 40 like this numbers. So this is a collection of data, means it contains collection of 10 different types of values. And next point, it holds the fixed number of values of same type. So this 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40 up to 100. So these are having fixed number of values, means it contains only 10 values. All are same type, that is integer type. So that's why we can define as a fixed number of values, and these values are stored within a consecutive memory locations. Consecutive memory location means continuous memory locations. So in computer's memory it will be stored under the same memory location and under the consecutive memory location. So and these array elements are stored under a single name. So let us once again I am repeating the definition of an array. So an array contains the collection of elements and stores a fixed number of values of the same type and stored in a consecutive memory locations and under a single name. So this is the definition, one type of definition of an array. So next second type of definition is an array is a linear data structure. Linear data structure means all the elements are stored in a consecutive memory locations as a sequential manner. That's why it is called as a linear data structure, and that groups the elements of similar types, means all the elements are related to same type of data and stored in a consecutive memory locations, and all these elements are stored in a consecutive memory locations. And array, third definition, array is a collective name given to similar quantities, given to a group of similar quantities. So it is a, for example if you are taking here, marks is a collective name and given to group of similar quantities like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 like this. So next once again I am repeating the definition of an array. So an array is a derived data type and it is a collection of data which holds the fixed number of similar type of values and stored in a consecutive memory locations and assigned to a single data name or under a single data name. And one more definition is so an array is a linear data structure that groups the elements of the similar types and stores them in a consecutive memory locations under a single name. And the next one, so an array is a collective name given to group of similar quantities. So these are the three definitions of an array. So next observe the characteristics of an array. So first characteristic, so it uses the single name, same name, so referencing all the array elements. So it uses the same name. For example if you are taking here in this diagram, so we are using marks name to referencing all the values within an array like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And the second point is it stores different elements at consecutive memory locations. So all the elements are stored within a memory, within a under single name, within a memory, in computer memory, so in consecutive memory location. So next one, third point, third characteristic is so its name can be used as a pointer, so to point to the first array element. So array name can be used as a pointer that points to the address of the first array element. So next one, fourth point, so its size is always a constant, not a variable. So while specifying or declaration of an array, so the size must be a constant, not a variable. Like so in this declaration, 10 is a constant variable, not a constant value, not a variable. So here at the time of declaration of an array, so the size must be a constant, not a variable. So next, fifth point, it does not perform bound checking on its own. So bound checking means here we have stored so 10 values. So next we are accessing 10th place value, 11th place value. This boundary checking will not be done by using an array. So internally we have to check the boundary checking within an arrays. So next, before implementation of an array, so first of all you need to note down some of the important points. So an array is a collection of similar elements. So first element is array, first element in an array numbered with 0, and the last element of the array is 1 less than the size of the array. So next one, C point. So array is also called as a subscripted variable, and before using an array, its type dimension must be declared. So before using any array, first of all we must declare the dimension of the array. So next, so array elements are always stored in a consecutive memory location. So before going to implementation of array, you need to remember these points within your mind. So this is regarding the definition of an array and the representation of an array. So next we will take one example, what is the need of an array. So for example, so if you want to store percentage of marks of a student in ascending order of 10 to 20 students, so then we need to solve this problem by using two ways. First one is we need to construct 20 variables and store percentage of marks obtained by the 20 students. So this is one way. So variable is used to store only one value. So here I have given all the what is a variable. So generally, so if you want to store list of values by using variables, you need to declare separate individual variables to store a single value. So it is a very difficult to maintain the program. So next, second method is so this diagram illustrates that the implementation of a variable. So here we have declared int I equal to 3. So I is the name of the variable, that is location name, and 3 is the value. So it indicates that the value in that location, and here 65,524 is the location number, that is address of that variable. So in this manner, so internally the variable is declared and the value will be assigned. So observe this diagram. So in this diagram shows that the storing of 20 student marks percentage in individual variable. For example, marks 1 stores first student marks percent, second marks 2 variable stores second student marks percentage, marks 3 variable stores third student marks variable, marks 4 student marks 4 variable stores fourth student marks details. So last finally marks 20 variable stores the 20th student marks details. So in this way, so in variable we need to declare 20 variables and store 20 values in separate individual variables. So instead of declaring 20 variables, so under the single variable we can store the list of values. So here observe. So second method is solving that problem to store the list of percentage of marks by using a